In this day and age, I'm often left wondering, was that ish real? We watch a lot of reality shows that's not reality, but I love every minute of it and I'm here for whatever it is. So let's talk about these latest reality show shenanigans. We're going to start this video off with Geisha305. She has a lot to say to Karlissa. She doesn't like the way Karlissa stays in blueface business on the internet, and I'll let her tell it to you for herself. Here she goes.
You know what's so mind-boggling to me? I don't know Karlissa from a can of paint. I don't know her from a grass of dog shit. But I do know for a fact that she stay in her son fucking business all the time. Every time I turn around, Karlissa is inserting herself in her son domestics. Now, Blueface just did internet special where he appeared on one of these like white drop shows that be on YouTube. And it was a chick, a blonde head chick, blonde wig or whatever. She was standing there with the microphone and she was like, you know, I guess asking Blueface questions, almost like they was trying to link up for like as far as an interest or whatever the case may be. So Blueface say, I'm a pass because you look like my son Junior. So that was like shots fired right there. Boom, 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 boom. Because I was trying to give Blueface the credit. I was trying to give him credit saying that he came home. He on the right path. He getting his kids together. He's trying to be a father. He done sat down with an older man that's incarcerated in the correctional facility that gave him some gems. So now he out on his grown man shit. But then I seen this segment on YouTube and I hear this man telling this girl, I'm a pass because you look like my son, Junior. Like, in other words, how I take it as, my son look fucked up and, you know, I can't pass on him because he my son, but I'm going to pass on you because I got an option because you look like him. And in other words, like some type of deformity. It was a deformity joke. But that's kind of weird coming from a father of a child giving jokes about an innocent baby that's like 1 or 2 years old. But anyway, make a long story short, Chrisean gave her rebuttal on Blueface response to this girl, how he gonna pass her on because she looked too much like his son. A lot of people laugh because we got a lot of grown petty motherfuckers on the internet. But she was really hurt. And like any mother feels the need to be a protector of their child. Especially a child that can't fend for himself, they can't speak up for himself because he's a baby. So any mother I know would want to hurt somebody coming for their kid. That's just my opinion or whatever the case may be. But here it is. She done sent out idle threats to my son. Somebody save Blue. That's what she was saying. Somebody come and save Blue. So Karlissa thought it was smart to get on the internet and come for Chrisean because she said what she said about Blueface. Now, mind you, Karlissa, stop trying to make this about Chrisean sending out that threat to Blueface. You been dislike this girl. You been dislike this girl ever since this girl beat you and your daughter up at the same damn time. And Blueface stood there and let her mollywop your ass and your daughter ass, and you just can't get past that. It kind of humbled you a little bit after she put her foot all the way up your ass because you was antagonizing her because you thought she didn't have no backbone and you thought this girl was pussy. This is when you first met Chrisean. And Chrisean had to settle the score by dragging you and your child outside. And Blueface did not help because himself knew that you was antagonizing this girl. So, make a long story short, you trying to go live like you defending your son, but really this is a bitter woman that could not beat a young girl. And this young girl beat the brakes off of you. And you still can't leave this woman alone. And not only that, you want to be famous so bad off the back of your son. You always got a rebuttal Now, a lot of people say, well, Geisha, what you got to do with this? You ain't got nothing to do with that. It's on the internet. It's public information. Anytime you motherfuckers decide to bring y'all business to the internet to talk about something, y'all have to know people that's tuning in got something to say. Especially on their own platform. I'm not on your shit coming for you. I'm on my shit. Because every time I go to my news feed, it's some new shit coming up my news feed. And y'all know me. I'm a very opinionated person. Karlissa, leave the young girls alone. Let Blueface handle his own domestics. You always inserting. Then you talking about something. You put a restraining order because you felt threatened. No, this lady don't never talk about your ass. She never discuss you. She don't discuss you. You do more discussing about her than she do about you. What she got going on with your son? Because when her and your son decide to lay up in that bed and make it dick and pussy, you was nowhere to be found. And I want you to act like you nowhere to be found now. I'm just sick of Karlissa, the bitch that looked like she played off of Winnie the Pooh. Looked like that little piglet thing. I'm tired of her just in her room, in the dark, always got something to say about Chrisean. Now you know your son dead ass wrong. Stop upholding ignorance. Stop trying to defend your son every time your son do some type of fuckery. But ignore him when he giving you real advice. He shouldn't have said that about that baby. I don't care if it is his child. He shouldn't have publicly said that about his child for likes and views. And that's just what it is. And then here you go. And I know y'all trying to create a show because y'all trying to market. But come on, using that baby, an innocent baby, that had nothing to do with the choices that his mama made before he was conceived. You do too much antics online. I just really want to get in the boxing ring with Karlissa and just bop her up right quick. Bop, bop, bop. I just want to get in the boxing ring. She put on some gloves. I put on some gloves. And I just want to mollywop her one time. One time for the old heads. An old head competition. Old head versus old head. Because every time I tune in online, you always in Stewie and Blueface shit. Chrisean and Blueface shit. You even crack jokes about your own grandson. And then not only that, you don't think he yours. They took a blood test long time ago and it came up 90-some%. But we still on this blood test thing. I don't know if it's for likes and views. And I understand he looks a lot like the young man that was unalive that said that he was the baby's father. But I strongly believe that niggas can feed babies and babies can come out looking like the nigga that fed the baby. It doesn't necessarily mean that boy that was unalive was the father. It's just that during that time of her pregnancy, her and Blueface was on bad terms. I wouldn't doubt in my mind once that young man that was unalive did, he fed the baby. Niggas that feed babies, them babies be coming out like looking like them niggas that feed the baby. But the blood test came up 90-some% that Junior was Blueface on. And y'all keep acting like y'all forgot that the world watched this on this reality little segment that Blueface created with all these women in the house. And when he got with her, that the blood test came out 90-something% Blueface. I never forgot that. So I was just trying to wonder how y'all keep spinning this narrative that the baby is. But Blueface, you got to do better. You're going to make your days real short. You're going to make your life real hard attacking a child. Because one thing God protect, he protect older people and babies. It's in the Bible. It's written. That's a revelation. That's something you can't get past. But utilizing this baby as a attack target is despicable, disgraceful. And I don't care what choices parents make out here. The child is innocent through it all. So while y'all trying to bust shots at each other, y'all dragging Junior through the mill. Y'all just dragging this baby. Y'all just dragging this baby through the mill, which is insane to me. Like Karlissa, if nobody else wants to whoop your ass, Geisha305 really wants to whoop your ass. I really want to get in the ring with you and put on some gloves and bop you up real decent. I'm here in Atlanta. Whenever you decide you want to release some of that energy that you have out on anybody, I'm the old head for you. I'm the right chick for you to relieve all that energy on. They just got to set it up. Get your team to reach out to my team. Let them know, hey, Geisha305 says she want to bust my ass. And I ain't say want to fight. Because it ain't going to be no fight because I'm going to bust your whole entire ass in the ring. Just tell your team to reach out to my team. Whether you want to hit me up in the DM, however you want to do it. Just tell them that Geisha305 wants to bust my ass.
So, what did you think of the video? Let's talk about it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. And before you leave, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Until next time, bye.